levels right.
I'm a Sigma. I go out. I don't even.
Here we go.
Birdman swear.
Oh, fuck, blew it. Ready?
Birdman swear. Oh, there's Birdman swear.
This time. Third time lucky. Go.
Birdman swear. What? Birdman swear. Birdman swear. I'm off home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See you, mate.
Hey, mate.
Nice to see you.
Hey, mate.
Catch you, mate.
That was weird.
There's a black fly behind you.
What were you saying about my black face before?
Nothing. I would never mention that. It's not a black face either. It's a brown face. Hey, guys.
We can have some good private chats, though.
We can.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello. We're in situ at the Venetian Resort.
Resort?
I can't even talk. I've said legislation and resort instead of legislation and resort.
We're at the last resort, are we?
Oh my God. I've got to sort my lingo out. Tell you what, too many late nights.
Yeah.
I feel old after this morning surf.
Yeah, well, we've had a bit of a hectic morning, bit of a marathon paddle session, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was saying to you, like an hour in surfing the corner at Blako's is like running half a marathon because you're just constantly paddling just to stay in the right spot. Fuck me, it was tough.
There was a particularly hectic corner session though, where because you're right out by the end of the tip.
Yeah, it's touch and go.
It's that 5 meter like little thing where if you go 5 to 10 meters past the one sock, you go freaking paddle to Cobos.
Oh yeah. And then the best waves were right at that spot where it's no man's land.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a good one. You got a nice one. Couple actually. But I remember when I first paddled out, you were real deep, and I was like, "Oh fuck, he's on the point of no return." And then you got a wave that saved you, basically.
Yeah, yeah. I was
you might have gone for a wee swim
near point of no return there, and I was out of gas. Like I got that wave, and then I spent like 10, 15 minutes on the inside there getting my breath back because I was out of steam.
Oh,
proper out of steam.
Fuck, it's hard work. Felt the old ticker was fucking beating hardcore just to try and stay in the right spot. But great news is Blako's has an awesome little corner bank.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And I
literally the day after, sorry to interrupt, Nate Smith left for his trip. Poor Nato. Rest in peace, Nato, because your poor brain must be hating life right now.
He's in his last resort.
He's having a good time by the looks already, though. He's jaunting around, filling up his stories with photos from his overseas travels.
I don't care what you have for breakfast, Nate Smith.
I do. I want to see everything.
I want to see. I don't know what I want to see from his travels.
What do you want to see?
Beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And interesting foods.
You don't care about architecture and stuff like that?
Oh, mate, I've seen it all. I've been there.
Oh, yeah, true.
I've been there and I've seen it all, and then everybody takes photos and it's boring.
You've been to every country on planet Earth, eh?
Yeah. 49 times.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
How many times to Antarctica have you been?
49 times.
Fuck. You're a well-traveled man.
Last resort. Definitely the title.
The last resort.
How do you spell resort?
Well, normally it's RESORT.
Yeah.
So how do you make it resort to really emphasis?
REH and then a dash.
Resort and then sort.
Sort.
Yeah, that's it.
The last Cobden resort.
Oh my God. I've had 3 coffees as well. I should be firing all cylinders, but I'm obviously not.
I'm feeling a bit fucked myself, actually.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to have a little snooze in the back of the van on the way home. Yeah.
But fun little surf. Why are you here? Is it a day off in Chicha?
I know. I bloody worked that much, Joel.
Oh,
I worked
got a
that
bit of toil, have you? Got a toil.
Had a day in lieu saved up, and so I waited until there was a good day and did a little solo strike mish.
Huh.
Yeah, I love it. I actually love this new chapter in me surfing life. You know, for all those years, it was like, you know, you had to wait for the boys to be available to go to the coast or somewhere on the East Coast. And, you know, it was a lot of logistics and dealing with, oh, when are you available? And that was cool. That was super sick. Like, and I definitely still prefer going away with the lads. But just, you know, jump in the van, just got my gear in there, got my podcast, got a bit of music,
Got your mattress.
got my mattress, you know, it's all set up.
Yeah.
I got my eye mask.
Nice.
Got my eye mask.
I see you set up a little wee shade too on the window.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good idea.
And so I'm just doing these little solo strike missions, like, you know, about once a month at the moment. A pretty good strike rate at the moment.
I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm burping up some bloody garlic. Yeah, because yesterday was a bloody beautiful day. Christ, I had
Insert clip
here. 2 sessions in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Paddling out.
Which is usually quite rare on both low tides, and hopefully today again. Tonight, you'll probably be gone by then, will you? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'll bugger off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could handle the corner again this hour. I probably could, but
yeah.
I'll
give it an hour, another hour.
Yeah, it's hectic, but it's so fun.
Oh my God, I wonder how much fucking calories I burnt this morning just with that 1 hour in the corner, because fuck me, I am fucked from that.
I reckon it's probably we were probably out there for nearly a couple of hours, and
a half, I reckon.
I've probably spent about an hour, just under an hour in the corner myself, and then, you know, on the second peak there, I would say maybe 1,000 calories with that amount of paddling.
I'd say easy.
Yeah, with that amount of paddling.
How's you got grumpy because I paddled over to the first peak, and then you're like, "Oh fuck!" As soon as you paddled over, like it's just turned to shit. And you said that I think about 4 different times, and then I nutted out at you. I was just like, "Would you just fuck up, mate?"
I don't know why I do that, eh?
Yeah, you kind of just.
I'm like a broken record.
Yeah, it's just like that was probably an inside thought that you had to vocalize 4 times just to make me feel like that was my fault that the tide fucked it. You're like, as soon as you paddled over, like you get the actual shitty, and I was just like, mate, can you chill the fuck out?
I tell you what, though,
yeah,
goss porps.
Yeah,
that was probably the funnest like surf I had in a while. I did some moves and a couple of revos and rolls.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
What's that?
That's a reference to that movie with Will Ferrell and
Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
not Will Ferrell.
Oh God, no, it's Ferrell, isn't it?
It's Ferrell.
Oh my God, I might be having a stroke. That's 3.
Speaking of Ferrell,
yeah,
look out. You need some work phone calls
because everyone's still working today, and today is Westland anniversary, so West Coasters have got the bloody day off. Bang, bang, motherfucker. Bang, bang.
Wizzy was very grumpy that I was here.
Definitely.
Yeah, sorry, Wizzy, but yeah, fuck yeah.
Hey, you got to live your life, and that's all there is to it. But
he's grumpy at anybody's at the beach, though. If it's not Jolan or Aaron at the beach,
yeah,
he's grumpy.
Who's this? It was funny. He was like, "Who's out there?" I was like, "Just keep quiet." He's like, "Whose car's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's best mate Hodgo." And he's like, "Oh fuck." I was laughing. He's like, "I'm not going out. I'll wait till later."
We should get like the Darth Vader entrance music for when he drives down the tip head.
Gang, 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 gang. That one? Yeah.
Now,
one thing right, 1 out of 4.
Yeah, so we're just doing because we're here. So we'll just do a quick potty,
a little catch up. Keep it running aside.
There's some very exciting things coming up from some of our wonderful old crew in New Zealand bodyboarding.
Yeah.
Very soon there.
Yeah.
I don't think we can spill the beans. Oh, well, you spilled the beans about isolated in our last episode.
About Paulus?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
did. Yep.
But there's some other developments happening.
Yeah, I don't know if we can really spill anything, to be honest.
Oh, that's
No,
what I've said.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spill the beans.
No, but it's just quite
Yeah.
exciting that there is some coals, some fires burning in the background, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Some old heads are getting together and looking at creating some sort of
Oh, you're spilling.
Hey? I'm not spilling.
I was like teasing.
I'm just being vague.
Oh,
aren't I?
are you?
Yeah, well.
Oh, okay.
Am I being
I felt
vague?
like you're spilling.
No, I'm not spilling.
You're virgin.
I've almost spilt the cup.
You're virgin.
Almost spilling. I better just bring it back.
Yeah, virgin.
I'm not a virgin by any means.
Actually, it should say virgin, not virgin.
Virgin.
I said virgin.
Virgin Airlines.
Yeah.
When did you lose your virginity?
When I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late bloomer.
It's okay, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school was tough.
Yeah, what?
High school was tough.
Yeah. Not too many ladies. Starts crying.
I could just never kick the goal.
Oh, okay.
I could, like right through high school parties and that could just never convert.
Was it
A bit
because
scared actually?
Was it because like when they took your pants down, like the smell hit them?
Open the fridge and smell the cheese. It's just this horrible.
Just a teenage boy's fucking cheesy dick. And they're like, no, sorry, I've got to go. I forgot I had an appointment. We'll catch up tomorrow though, eh? Yeah.
I'll ring you on the phone tomorrow. This is because
The landline
texting.
Yes,
This is when you had to ring chicks at home.
Yeah.
Hey, is Hannah there? Yeah, fucking. What do you want? Oh, it's Ben. Oh, I met her at a party. Yeah, no, I want to talk to you. Hey, Hannah. You want to go to a movie?
That's basically cold calling. Did you used to cold call chicks? Did you
No,
get the landline and then say, is Hannah there?
Yeah.
Wow, cold calling.
No, well, no.
Did she know the call was coming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not a cold call.
Not cold.
A lukewarm.
Yeah, I'd
lukewarm
meet
call.
chicks at parties and that.
Yeah.
Because all the chicks at my high school hated me.
Why?
Hey?
Why?
You know how I've got a lot of energy and a big mouth?
Yes. I do know these two things.
And I'm nearly 40 now, right?
Yeah.
So I've matured a little bit in those 20 years. And so it was sort of me, unfiltered,
High energy. Fuck, you would have been annoying, eh?
way too horny.
Oh, God.
Just desperado.
Oh,
Just
no.
Antonio Banderas, desperado.
Desperado.
You know?
Why don't you?
Yeah, so I had like a lot of friends at high school. I had a great time at high school.
Yeah.
Just wasn't popular with the ladies.
Ladies were like, fuck, that guy's annoying, eh?
Yeah, came into myself, in my 20s. Yeah, started doing pretty well, but
Yeah.
uh,
And how was the first time? You don't have to go into details, but was it okay? Was it
great.
scary?
It was
Was it
my
good?
Brazilian girlfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Churrasco.
Did she talk to you with an accent?
Sort of.
Mm.
Yeah, she's very good at English.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cute.
Mm.
Was it her first time?
It was actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it was hard cash.
It's nice. It's
Mm.
nice when you can get the both the
I was
first
actually-
time.
Yeah, I was a bit of a romantic.
Same.
Even back then, I was like, I kind of don't want to just bang some chick at a party. It'd be cool to like have a girlfriend and do it that way.
Yeah.
And because I definitely actually did get a couple of opportunities too at high school parties, but I kind of like wouldn't make an excuse, but I wouldn't go out of my way. I wasn't like, yeah, I sort of wanted it. That sounds super gay, but
I didn't want to fuck you on the first night. I'm sorry. I'm saving myself for the right lady.
I sort of like, I just wanted it to be a bit more real. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
What about you, mate? How old was he?
How old was he? Well, it was actually the janitor at the high school.
Janitor Willie. Groundskeeper Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie took me virginity, I tell you. Jolan, you're staying after school today, lad. You're staying after school. Oh, not again. Willie, I can't be fun. You're staying behind. And when I mean behind, you're behind, lad. You're behind. That juicy prepubescent behind.
You clean me pipes.
You'll be cleaning me pipes, all right, lad.
You cut me lawns.
Me bagpipes. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so no, but let's get. So apart from groundskeeper Willie,
My first time was I was 16 and she was 16. And we'd been going steady for about 3 or 4 months.
you want to go out with me?
You want to go out with me? And actually, it was amazing. Like the whole setup to the V plates. Pause.
How did you meet her? And was it was the phone call situation, like talking on the phone lots?
Yes.
That?
Yeah. And just visiting, like we're just, So how did I meet her? I think it was at a party, at a, classic teenage party in Gisborne, because I was in Gisborne then. Yeah. So, and then it was crazy, eh? Like you meet someone and then you got to try and hunt them down, eh? Who was, you might have a name, like, how do you find them? Like, no cell phones. Yeah, it's crazy back in the day.
Kids don't even know about dating now. Like how hectic it was before
Yeah.
all this stuff.
All that, like, that fucking tension, so much tension, because you can't just message someone. So it's just like, where am I going to see them again? Maybe I'll see them at a party next weekend, or maybe who knows? And then sometimes the moons will align, the suns align, things align. And yeah, anyway, I started going out with her, and she was real romantic too, and she'd planned the whole, like, this is the night we're going to do it. And her mum was away, and, like, she'd laid out like candles and rose petals and shit. And yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the
Wow.
full 9 yards, 10 yards.
Whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards, full 9 yards.
Side.
Yeah.
No, whole 9 yards.
Yeah. And I won't go into too many details, but let's just say the act itself was horrifying. Not good. Not good. Let's just say
I know what you're getting to.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Yeah.
We'll keep it PG-13.
Let's just say it was
Yeah.
frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'd love to do details, but maybe not.
Yeah, nah.
You don't want to know, eh? You don't know.
Nah.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to hear about the old dog dick. What you got up to back in the old day? You don't want to hear
Did
about
you get
that.
stuck?
I knotted. Well, he got knotted up.
One comes in. I can't get off. Stop.
Oh my god! Imagine if humans got knotted. How awkward that would be. You're sort of stuck there for like 2 hours. Fuck, I need to go for a piss, eh?
You get like that post nut, the post nut regret that a lot of men have in their early in their teens and in 20s. And like you just want to
40s?
Oh, you just want to get away, eh? Fuck,
Stuck there or
this
knotted
is
up.
the worst.
Anyway, that was a good little wee side. So you were 18. We might have even talked this about before in the potty, but
I think we did actually.
it's a good chat though.
Yeah. No, so it's been cool to come over and have a little strike mission, and yeah, we're very excited about getting in behind whatever's going to develop.
Getting him behind,
Getting him
real
behind.
deep like.
Getting behind. I mean, and yeah, the return of isolated. We want to get in behind that.
Oh yeah. Is
Big
it
time.
coming back?
You said it last week on the potty.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, all I said was I'm gonna go and interview Paulus.
No, you said isolated was returning.
No, I didn't.
For sure you did.
No, I didn't. It's firm no.
Is this like you telling me that there was Aoraki in the background? Was a firm, and then you
It
gaslight
was definitely
me
old
into
Aki in the background.
me believing. Well, Aoraki, yeah, from the wrong place.
I'm still right. I'm still not serpentine. Sorry, mate.
It was actually.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was dead right. Thank you, Nate Smith, for validating my my knowledge. I wish
Yeah,
you knew, I wish you knew more about West Coast
Look.
geography, mate.
I'll take it back.
Mm,
I was wrong
yeah,
on the record. I was wrong. Okay,
Thank you, Jolan.
even though deep down, so I was so sure I was right.
Mm.
So sure.
You were so sure you were right that you made me second guess my rightness.
I know.
You know,
And I had people message me saying, "Yeah, bro, you're right."
and it would
is-
have been old crusty locals just like you.
No, a couple of Christchurch guys were like, yeah, no, I've surfed there. You're
They
right,
don't
Jolan.
know.
You're right, mate. You're right.
They got no idea.
One does.
What
One
do
does.
they know? I know.
So, mate, what's been happening? What are you up to this week? Have you got work tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
back to work.
Yep. Back to
Short
work
week, 4-day week for you.
Yep.
Mm.
Health check.
Good call. Health check. I'm gonna say my body feels like a 7 because fucking hell, I'm just knackered after all that bloody surfing. And mentally, I'm good. Probably an 8. I'm very excited about the next couple of days where I get to travel overseas. We're to fucking check out the international bloody. Are they going to let me in the country?
Yeah.
Imagine if I haven't got bloody all my papers. We have noticed that you are a spreader of misinformation, and we're just going to take you to the side chamber here.
Yeah.
Chamber, and we're
Chamber
going to
of
just
secrets.
have a little chat with you, Mr. Kilkelly, about some of the misinformation that you've been spreading on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Is the whole vax thing still a thing?
Don't think so. Last time I checked, which was about 2 months ago,
Mm.
imagine if they'd changed the regs just recently. And
Yeah. Joel and Tim.
yeah,
They can just
they
go
let,
off.
They let loose on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
About everything. That's great.
Yeah.
It really is cool. Like, if those guys had a bigger platform, they would. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm tempted to do? Because they've also, they've talked many times about, fuck, I wish stuff would just take notice of us. I almost want to just send a heap of clips to stuff and just say, look, check out these fucking right wing bloody Nazi, proto-fascists. And then because that would blow them up. Like if stuff got a hold of it and put it in an article, their listener base would go.
There's not many podcasts out there like what those boys do.
Not in New Zealand.
Not New Zealand. No.
There's probably nothing. Or maybe a few like super, super conspiracy ones.
Yeah.
But like nothing like Joel and Tim, where they add a lot of humor. It's basically, it's all jokes, but it's just.
Yeah, well, he's very well informed. They're both very well informed.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe not so much about Māoridom, but
definitely not.
But I love them, and I know that they come from the really
place.
good place in their hearts. And
yeah, Blaketown and Kororo, that's where they come from, mate.
Bloody West Coast. So that's why I really enjoy them and enjoy their company. And yeah.
Speaking of Blaketown, I'm getting pumped up for the comp next year, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be good. 4-day waiting period, which is nice. A little bit of extra couple of days either side. Easter time. So, if anyone's keen to come down, take on the what's that? Someone's here. We've got a visitor.
Oh.
We've got a visitor coming in.
Oh.
We've got a live visitor.
Oh.
We've got a live visitor. Oh, cheers, mate. You want to jump on the podcast, Boyd? No, that was old Uncle Boyd coming in and dropping off my toothbrush, toothpaste, and my charging block that I left at Boydo's house because I house-sitted him. No, I didn't house-sit Boyd.
You house-sitted him.
I house-sitted Boyd's house and his dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're having some problems today. Yeah, a little snooze up after this, mate.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we snooze up.
Granddad needs a nap, hey?
Yeah, a little snooze up.
Granddad needs
you might
a
have a
nap.
conniption if you carry on.
What is a conniption?
I don't know. I like it, though.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
How would you spell it? Definitely not a K, or is it?
C-O.
Niption, conniption?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Is it like an ailment?
I think it's like a
tick.
I think it's more like a strokey seizure meltdown type thing.
Conniption.
Might be have something more like mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Thing.
I think I'm on the verge.
But yeah. You're on the verge.
I'm on the verge, man.
You're a virgin out. You're a virgin.
I'm on the precipice of a conniption, I tell you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knip out, bro.
We did like debate quite a bit before we did the poddy. Like, did we have the energy to do one?
I'm so drained, eh? But I probably should have a nap because I am almost, I'm an elderly man.
Yeah, you're actually middle-aged.
I'm technically middle-aged, eh?
Are you middle-aged?
Yeah.
You're not
40?
a millennial, eh?
Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah. Yeah, I am. No, I'm on the verge. I'm Gen X, aren't I?
You were born in 81?
80. I think I'm Gen X.
Jesus.
What was that reaction? Jesus, you're old.
I was thinking about 1987 when I was born.
Yeah.
You were running around 7 years old.
Yeah.
You had a mullet.
I would have had a rat's tail, definitely.
You had a rat's tail. You're down at the dairy in your bare feet.
I just moved to Rotomanu.
Oh yeah. So no dairies in Rotomanu.
No.
So you're
Closest-
running around bare feet, putting your feet in cow poos.
Yeah.
Eeling.
Lots of eeling.
Building
Building huts.
huts.
Yeah.
It was endless summer.
It's great.
Yeah, endless summer of the 80s.
Yeah. And it was so hot.
Yeah.
And so we moved into this.
Swiping fags off mum.
Yep. We moved into this awesome farmhouse / farm. And it had like a overgrown orchard out the back. And I would just go at summertime. There was this giant plum tree, like huge. Like you could climb it. It was massive. I guess I was a kid, so everything looked huge. But these fucking big, the big ruby reds, the big juicies, the size of apples, these plums.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I used to just gorge myself. Wild raspberries cruising around.
Yeah, it's okay.
What a
The
life.
80s, everything was bigger in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably remember like my first memories of, around about 3 or 4. So I was at 90, 91.
Yeah.
So you're just coming out of the 80s.
So you're more of a 90s kid because your memories are formed in the 90s.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I'm a proper 90s kid.
whereas I'm a proper 80s kid.
Yeah. I'm a proper 90s kid. And I'm very stoked with that actually, because the 90s was the last decade before everything went apeshit.
Weird.
Like technology and PC-ness.
Yeah.
Like especially with kids and freedom. Like we honestly, like I grew up in my first like 6 years was in Addington, right in the middle of Christchurch, right in the middle of town. Right by Bram Street. Mum didn't give a fuck. I just had my bike and I just roam everywhere with my mates.
Yeah.
And then we come home at dinner, and we're in the park causing havoc, just it was epic.
And if you think of your daughter when she gets to about that age, would you let her roam the streets of Christchurch with her mates?
Oh, yes. Where I live now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would.
Once she gets to like 6 or 7, as long as I know where she is.
Free reign.
Yeah, free reign if she's
That's
at her
good.
mates.
Yeah.
As long as I know where she is, she's pretty good. Because that's the cool thing about South Brighton is actually there are kids like roaming around doing their own thing, riding bikes and scooters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you see that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go into neighborhoods right in town and that, you don't see any kids around at all. Yeah.
What I find weird is like, I was brought up with that way of living where you just rock up when it was nighttime for dinner. So you leave if it's a sunny day, you just leave. Leave the house, go play with all the neighborhood kids. When I became a parent, and then my kid was wanting to play with the neighborhood kids, I'd let them play down by the creek around here, and like it'd be like 2 hours would pass, and I'd start to get freaked out. Like, oh, are they okay? Oh, I'll just pop down and check on them. So I don't know what it is, because I think a lot of parents my age are like that as well. They're like a little bit protective of their kids and a little bit weary.
I think that's actually good though, because I don't mind that. 2 hours. I mean, come on, that's fine, because like our parents, see ya.
Yeah.
And then you sort of remember that you've got kids at dinner time.
Yeah. But why didn't that pass on to me? I just felt like and I talked to other parents about it as well, and they felt the same. It's like, oh, no, I get a bit worried if I let them go for any longer than a couple of hours.
It's just the culture of parenting's changed so much.
Just like different generation.
Men do so much more as fathers now than our fucking generation ever did.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, they provide the money.
Yeah.
They turn up, you see them at dinner time, and then they're off to the pub.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
And like you'd might hang out with them on a weekend a little bit.
If you're lucky.
But if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But dads were just, I remember like.
Did you have a dad, did you?
Old daddy issues over here.
You know about my daddy issues.
Yeah. Well, I think most Kiwi kids have daddy issues, right?
Most Kiwi kids that are born in the 80s or the 70s all have daddy issues. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But what was he saying?
You were just about to say something about your dad? No.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's gone.
I was just talking about like, I can't remember. Oh, that was a good thought.
She gone. She gone.
She gone.
She gone. Oh, we were talking about the Blakos comp, and we jumped off that for some reason.
Yeah.
But back to the Blakos comp, April Easter next year. That's going to be fun. Hopefully, a few more North Islanders come down. You can pretty much almost guarantee Spino is going to come down.
Spino, yeah.
Jaso.
Steve Fortune.
Shout out, Steve.
Thanks for the messages this morning, bro. Steve's just letting us know that he's trying to source us some prizes.
Yeah.
For the comp. So we really appreciate that, mate. And
cheers, bro.
And we massively hope to see you.
Yes.
Come down, make the trek down. You will not regret it.
And the Naki boys, open invitation, come on down.
Yeah. The Naki boys.
Auckland boys and girls.
Yeah. And if I was you, get flexi fears.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Get flexi fears.
Get flexi fears. So then, if it's looking like it's going to be 20 foot and howling northerly for 4 days,
which it can be,
maybe just leave it to the South Island crew to do one. But because it's not much fun. But normally over Easter, I can't think of many Easters where like somewhere has not been pumping, especially on the coast.
It's almost a safe bet, but I have no faith anymore. The last 4 comps that we've ran have been in trying conditions.
Oh yeah,
we had 2 years where it was pretty much flat. It wasn't flat, but it was pretty small.
Yeah.
And then we had a couple of years where it was ginormous.
Yeah,
and we did. Yeah,
managed it. We just only managed it. Yeah.
Managed to find the windows to finish the comp, but we haven't had that like 2 or 3 day window where it's just like 2 to 4 foot, good banks and offies.
Yeah, that's what I loved about when we used to do our club comps, which we need to start doing again.
Could be keen.
Our club comps, we used to do the waiting periods, and so
yeah,
we'd just wait for the right weekend. To show the best conditions, and then we just call it. And all the locals would come, and a couple of out of towners, and it was sick. But we just kept that on the D low, a little bit, and but we had some cool wee club comps.
There's no reason why we can't do that. Maybe we should run one in sort of February or March, just a summertime club comp, just to get the competitive juices flowing. Pre Blako's comp.
Yeah, we could do a Fu Man Swoo sponsored one.
Yeah,
we can provide.
What do we got?
Microphones?
We should get some merch, eh?
Yeah, I want to do merch.
Me too.
I want to do merch, like get a.
Is that a producer's role? Sort that out, or
no, mate?
Oh, isn't it?
You're the
I thought you were the producer.
You're the merch. Booking. You're the merch and booking agent. Okay.
Now I'm the merch guy too.
You're the merch booking agent. Okay. I'm the producer of the production and the social meds.
Okay.
You do a little bit of social meds when you can be bothered.
When I can be bothered,
which is barely ever.
That's once a blue moon.
You did a really half-assed one this week.
Did I?
The episode up.
Yeah, it was actually. Here it is.
I
was like, the boys are back.
I'll do one. I quite enjoyed the caption I put up. Actually, did you enjoy the caption from this week's one? You probably didn't even look at it.
Probably not, eh?
I said something like, new episode out now, team. Come on over or something. Come and listen to Boogie Boarding's Fattest Guys.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, I thought that was quite good.
Oh, it was great, mate. Pat yourself on your ball sack. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Blako's comp. Shout out to NMD because I had a chat with Mez, and he's gonna source us a board for the comp as a prize. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 46-inch drop knee board for me, eh?
Yeah. You have to win a division to get that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
We do biggest kook out prize?
Sure.
Because like a lot of people would have won that last year. Or this year. How many people went for a fucking paddle across the river, eh?
Oh, fuck. Oh, we did give a couple of spot prizes for that.
Did you?
Yeah, remember we gave Puff
Puff who nearly died.
Literally nearly died.
Yeah.
In the comp. We haven't really talked too much about the comp. I think McPake feels a bit sad because we haven't really given him much kudos about winning the comp,
Well, we actually did a full episode of breaking down the comp. But we had to
the audio
because the audio completely fucked out.
Yeah.
Let's just do we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Not now.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
All right.
No, we'll wrap it up with this.
Yeah.
I think.
All right, let's do it.
Because we're both low on energy. Giles is about to have a conniption. He can't quite speak good.
Oh, we're going to wrap up this poddy with a Blacktown wrap up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And then we'll wrap up the podcast.
I don't know if my bloody brain can remember that long ago.
We'll wrap up the stuff,
Hey, all the things.
all the things.
All the things.
So quickly, so shout out to Pakey.
Shout out to Ben McFake,
Yeah.
who is the current champion.
Yeah.
Holds the prestigious trophy
Mhm.
of the Blacktown Challenge.
After some very good surfing.
Yep.
At extremely trying conditions. Some of probably the hardest conditions we've ever had for a club for a challenge.
Should we do a full debrief and like talk about the conditions on day one and everything, and who were the top performers and the highlights and the lowlights and
Yeah,
the
it's
suck
like-
arounds and
9 months too late.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, we're doing it, aren't we?
yeah.
Yeah.
How long do we want to spend on this?
As long as we want.
Because day one,
Day one, giant surf.
5 to 6 foot, gigantic wash through
It was bigger than that.
surf.
Bigger than that. It was
Yeah.
like 8 to 10 foot out the back.
Yeah, and we didn't even run a heat, did we?
No,
No.
we got everyone to come back at certain times throughout the day.
Yeah.
I think we checked it maybe another 2 times.
Yeah, Wellesley went jet boating.
Yeah, well, we went jet boating, which worked out great for him because we didn't run any heats that first day.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was day one of the window fucked.
Yep.
Day 2 was looking promising. Get down to the Blakos, and once again, it's washing through.
Yeah.
When I say looking promising on the charts, it looked promising to me.
Did it?
It did a little bit. It dropped heaps in the charts,
Yeah.
but then we get there and it hadn't really
hadn't
dropped
really-
much at all.
No.
No.
But as the tide
Dropped.
actually, I want to accuse you of something actually,
Go for it, mate.
because I got a little bit mad because I think I wanted to run the first heat at 9
That's right.
a.m.
That's right.
and me and you got into a little bit of a heated argument
Yeah.
because because the conditions got actually quite good, and the inside bank as the tide was dropping started to actually look quite fun.
Yes.
And it was like actually pretty good. And I said to Giles, I said, let's just get some heats going as it's on the improve. And you're like, nah, I just want to wait till it gets best. Hey, you're the comp director.
Wow.
You know, that's,
It's a democracy. I take advice from everybody.
yeah. And you got mad at me and you said, told me to fuck off.
I must.
But, in hindsight,
Yeah, probably should have, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
we probably could have run. I reckon I think you're right. I think you're right. We
Mm.
should have probably run some heats then. But I was just on the old, we'll wait for this part of the tide, we'll
Mm.
wait for that part of the tide. And then we made the call after the high tide in the afternoon to surf it on the low incoming.
yeah.
So we still run quite a lot of heats.
we
but,
got it.
But
Yeah.
we could have run more. You did right.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is, fuck, it's stressful, mate.
Yeah.
When like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders and you got to make a decision with the advice of everybody. But I remember that moment, like you and someone else were just sort of like,
It was me and Aaron.
yeah, like, come on, let's run some heats. I was like, I don't know. Looks average.
It was doing it though. Like it was just starting to do it. There were like good waves coming through every now and again. And I was like,
but then it got too low and it would have been shit.
yeah.
It was really only like a couple of hours after the tide.
Yeah. So
And then
who was ripping on that day? Like I think Pakey and Aaron was surfing good. Was Wellesley got a couple of goodies?
Yeah. Dunk was ripping.
Yep, Dunk.
McPake. I think McPake had a quiet first day. I think he really ramped it up in the second day.
Yeah.
When he knocked me out of the quarters.
Yeah.
But yeah, that first day highlights. Well, yours truly got the best wave of the day. Let's just bring that right out to the forefront.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you did that big revo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a fucking
yeah.
8 or a 9 on the old
Yeah.
score.
You did like it was a big lip revo.
Yeah.
Real powerful, real tight. Yeah.
So I went from feeling so pumped.
Yeah.
Right. I was like top of the world.
Mm.
I was that night. I was like, this is it. This is my year. I'm going to take it back.
Yeah.
I had the worst sleep. Something was wrong.
Oh.
I felt off.
Oh.
I felt off.
You were at your last resort.
My last resort was upon me.
Yeah.
I woke up feeling terrible, thinking
Mm.
I might have COVID.
Oh, it was the COVID comp.
It was the COVID comp.
It was the COVID comp. Rhino got Covo.
Yep.
You got Covo.
Yep.
McFake got AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I woke up that morning
Mm.
and we weren't even supposed to run the comp, but we're like, hey, it's a Sunday or whatever. If everyone can stay.
I bailed home, remember?
Yeah, I think you did.
I bailed home on Saturday night. I was so fucked.
Yeah. But anyway, I was off that.
Yeah, I know. You were grumpy at me about that.
Yeah. You should have just stayed.
I know, but I turned up for every single one. And I was chronic fatigue kicked in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Could
I just quickly? Joel came around to watch the UFC the other day.
Yeah.
And he was breaking it down in the other week's
I heard
podcast.
that. Yeah.
And he's like, no chrono fatigue when we were watching. No shit issues.
Those two things
Get
out of the way.
Chronic fatigue was okay. And
it was poo issues.
I was feeling fatigued.
Yeah.
Anyway,
day 2, I felt terrible. Maybe had 2 or 3 hours sleep.
COVID.
I knew deep down I had COVID.
Mm.
I wasn't going to tell anyone though. Fuck that.
Super spreader event.
Yeah. But so sorry everyone. But I felt like shit. If I had a comp to fucking finish off. So first heat in the water in day 2 was the drop knee straight final. And holy crap.
Chicken footage.
Carry on. Oh, yeah. Okay. So carry on. So first heat in the water on day 2 was the drop knee final, and the conditions had really turned on. It was looking fucking sick, but heavy, like super high tide.
Mm-hmm.
It was solid 4 foot. Offie, beautiful, big bonfire, was looking great. But I knew, I feel so weak and lethargic, mad fatigue for old JK, and proceeded to paddle out and just got absolutely slammed on pretty much 80% of the waves I tried to get up a drop knee. I was just going for just fucking hero mode.
Yeah.
Like big 3 to 4 footers.
Yeah.
Up on the knee, bumpy.
Bumpoid.
And I'd hit a bump and just eat shit.
Yeah.
And also the rip was at high tide, the rip was sucking out so hard out.
That's the worst.
I spent so much energy in that drop knee final. And then I had the first heat straight after my quarterfinal against Pakey, the eventual winner. And honestly, my reserves would have had 20% energy left. And as soon as the buzzer went off, me and Pakey got stuck in the rip for about 10 minutes. I was just paddling nonstop for 10 minutes. And then finally we caught some waves and maybe got like 3s or 4s. And then he mustn't have caught anything either. And he was like, oh, how many, what have you done, Joel? What have you done? Have you done anything?
Hey, mate.
Hey, mate, what have you done? Yeah. I was like, oh, I just did a shitty reverse on the face. And he was like, oh, have you? And that fucking, that got him going.
Yeah.
And then he bet me by like, I think 0.2 or 0.4. Knocked out old Gels. Yeah. So I went from hero, number 1 top score in day 1 to knocked out.
Who was in the final with Pakey again?
Wellesley.
Yeah.
So Pakey had a pretty, I think Pakey might have knocked out, was it Spino? Who was Spino against in the semis?
Nato?
Yeah, it might have been. Or is it in the quarters?
I'm
not sure. It's all
Duncan got in the semis, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been Pakey versus Duncan. I can't even remember. All I remember is the final. I remember the final. I remember judging the final. And I was just feeling like the COVID was kicking in, bro. I was getting cold chills.
Joseph Coney.
And I was just like, oh, I feel so terrible. But yeah, Pakey was surfing really good during the final. The tide was getting lower and lower. Wellesley almost buzzer beated him.
Oh.
Some allegedly say that he might have got the score.
Yeah.
But the judges were like, nah, didn't get it enough. But Wellesley did an innie on the last 8 seconds of the final.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you knew. Wish you were there, eh?
Oh, usually I am.
Usually?
Chronic fatigue hit.
Well, you could have just had a sleep somewhere.
Chronic fatigue.
Could have had a sleepo.
Chronic fatigue. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty sick. And then the other notable moments was like Spino I remember it was on the first day he paddled out and I was watching him and he got a wave and then he was paddling out the rip. And then I sort of was talking to someone, and then I look back and he's still paddling.
And he's in the point of no return.
And he's like, but he's paddling out, like steaming it out the rip. I'm like, how's he
He's
not?
too
Why is he not
far.
like cut across to the
Yeah.
peak now?
Yeah.
And he's past the windsock,
Oh, see ya.
and then he sort of realizes when he gets like past the windsock.
He's like, uh-oh.
And I said to someone, I was like, he's got lost. He's going out.
He's gone.
And around he goes. He goes around the rip. And he actually paddled up the river that time.
Mm.
And then on day 2, him and Bummo,
Yeah, got
him
sucked
and Tim
around
Bromley got
together.
sucked around.
So
Yeah.
Spino got twice.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
twice.
Who else? Someone else did.
No, the other person that got into major trouble was Puff.
Yeah, I thought there was another person who got sucked around.
That was one of those hectic situations I've ever seen at Blaketown,
Same.
where Puff tried to put himself up onto the rocks.
On the jump rock spot, the low tide one.
Yeah, because he was so out of energy.
Yeah.
He tried to put himself up on the rocks, and then he got so lucky because when he tried to put himself on the rocks and got smashed,
Yeah.
like cut up and on by the getting hit onto the rocks.
Yeah.
Somehow it washed him back in towards the beach.
Well, he actually caught a little wave.
Did he?
Yeah. He caught a little wave after his near-death experience.
Yeah.
He told me about it. He said that he got smashed and then he got sucked under, like in a little cave.
Fuck.
And he said he didn't know where the out was.
Yeah.
And then he said he was under there for ages. And then he just popped out and he's just like, I'm fucking fucked.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to get smashed another 4 or 5 times on the rocks.
Yeah.
And then he managed to catch like a little whitewash into the bird feeder. And then he got stuck there because the rip's still stuck in.
Yeah.
And he was just like stuck there, like he couldn't paddle in.
Mm.
He's no energy, and the rip's still trying to get him. And then I went and meet him up on the beach, and I was just like, bro, and he's like, almost died.
Yeah.
Almost died.
Yeah.
He
It
almost
just-
did.
You cannot mess around with it, eh?
Blaketown is a fucking heavy
You
wave.
cannot mess around with it.
Many times.
The one heat I did, I really enjoyed because we actually got good little waves. It was me, I think Wellesley.
Yeah, that was the round 1 and the day 1, eh?
Yeah.
Or day 2.
Got a couple of
technically.
pipes. So it was like,
Yeah.
they're quite fun, but
Mm.
yeah, it was still like nothing like we, should get.
But we managed to run those 2 rounds in that second day,
Mm.
and then near day 3 we finished it off. But fuck, it drags.
Mm.
Man, it drags.
I'm hoping that this next comp, we can get some good waves for that Christchurch crew of Drew and
Joel
and
and
the
yeah,
other guys that come.
Jace.
Because, they're super dedicated coming over the last good few years.
Mm.
It's cool that they do, but they've got fucking skunked.
poor
so
guys.
often coming
Yeah,
over,
yeah,
and they're like, "Ooh, Blaketown shit."
yeah. And that Shane guy from down south too. Like,
massive trek up.
yeah,
and
I'm glad he didn't come up last year because he would have saw the forecast and went, "Fuck that."
I think you actually were talking to him, and you're like,
I think I
"Don't
said,
come up."
I think I might have said, "Don't bother."
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Pakey's a champ.
Yep.
2-time champ,
BTC champ.
and he's going to have to defend his title next year in April, and that's only 4 or 5 months away. It's quite exciting. Under
Now,
5 months.
We've actually got to wrap it up, Joels.
Yeah, I've got to do a big poo. Eh?
So do I.
Oh well, it's my house. I'm
gonna-
going first.
Oh, I got like actual turtle head, hey.
Yeah, I got a big poo.
Like, it's the vape up and the Nico.
Nicotine.
The Nico hitting me,
Mm.
and I got to do. I just felt it hit, and now I'm just like squirming a little
Is the
bit.
Māori word for nicotine nicotine?
It probably is.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Nicotine. Kaore nicotine.
It probably is. You get rid of that stuff.
Yeah, I've got a big poo coming, man.
Yeah, me too.
What are you
Just
going to
wrap
do?
up.
You're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
You have to sit on
Well,
it.
you do poos quick.
I do.
You do poos.
Then you have
quick.
to wait for my toilet system to fill up as
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Got to give it 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
well, I'll
fibre.
be in there for half an hour.
Yeah, try. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
You better smell my brand.
Can you open the window after it?
No,
please?
there
You
won't
got some
be.
matches.
No matches.
You know about the matches?
Oh, I'm really got to poo. Hey, thanks, guys. Nice to see you for a little impromptu. Stay tuned because we're going to drop 3 potties within quick succession. So it's going to be a little treat for you. Little wee treat. Resort,
Yeah.
legislation.
Legislation.
And what was the other one?
Resort.
Resort,
Risotto.
registration. Oh, no.
Legislation.
Legislation.
Yeah.
And what was the
There was
first?
another one
There was
that you
another
screwed
one.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
It was a good day.
Hey,
Last resort. 2 fat guys in a shory coming at you.
2 fatties. Peace out.
Let's change the name.